Hi everyone, and welcome back to Geordie Pride, Voices from the Northeast. We're here for season 3. I told you I'd be quicker this time, didn't I? I think the gap between season 1 and season 2 was about a year. I've managed just a few months with this one, so yeah, super quick compared to last time. But we are officially back for season 3, and I can't wait to share some of the episodes that we've done with you already. We're still recording them at the moment, but we're about halfway through, and we've just got some amazing guests lined up. We've got stories that will make you cry with gratitude, and we even have episodes where you will probably cry laughing as well, and you will most definitely feel proud to call the Northeast home. But before we dive into today's episode, I just want to give a quick shout out to my lovely friend and former podcast guest, Holly Matthews. She is bringing her incredible Be Weird live event to Newcastle very soon. I went to her Coventry one a couple of weeks ago. It's a live event all about confidence, showing up as you are, and having the trust in yourself to show the true you. And it is just so much fun. It's a good laugh as well as very inspiring. And in Newcastle, I'm going to be there as well. I'll be there with my other business, Pretty Little Aroma. So what I'm doing there is that I'll be in the corner of the room, ready to make some fragrance with you guys. So what we're really trying to do with that is that when you guys are going through the workshop, the confidence workshop, you're really trying to get rid of old thoughts and beliefs and habits, and then you will leave with some new beliefs and habits that you want to take away with you. So in order to anchor those in, we're really using the power of fragrance, and fragrance is such a powerful tool for that. So what you're going to do with me is that you'll come to me and you'll make your own fragrance based on what you want to be when you walk out of that room. So you will pick some fragrance ingredients that have certain traits, and then you will blend them together at my pop-up fragrance bar. And yeah, we done it in Coventry and it was so much fun. It went down really well. So I will be there with Holly in Newcastle. It's November the 15th at the Royal Station Hotel. And I do have 2 free tickets to give away over on Instagram. So if you head over to @Geordie Pride, and you can enter, all the details are in one of the posts on there. If you just look for, there's a nice brightly coloured post with Holly on it. Just click on that post and it gives you all the details. And I really hope to see some of you there. It's such an unforgettable day, full of inspiration, really good vibes, and I will guarantee that you make some new friends when you're there as well. So if you're a bit nervous about going to events and things like that, everyone that goes to Holly's events are very like-minded. They're such lovely people, and yeah, you can't go wrong with spending a day with our lovely Holly. So now on to this week's episode, and the first episode of season 3. It felt really important for me to start this new season with something meaningful. And since October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I think I couldn't have picked anyone better to start this season. And we are going to be shining a light on the power of art through tattooing, and not just tattooing as you know it, but in a way that it's used to help people heal and gain confidence. In this episode, Angela and I sit down with a lovely lady called Amanda Patterson. She is an amazing artist based in the Northeast, and she specialises in Areola tattooing. It's a service for those who've undergone breast surgery, reconstructions, or things like gender-affirming procedures as well. And what she's done is she's drawn on her background in art history, in realism art, and permanent makeup, and she uses all of those talents bundled together, and she helps people reclaim their confidence after such a challenging period of their life where there are some big changes. During our chat as well, we're joined by the amazing Jackie, who is one of Amanda's clients, and she very generously, I might add, shared a lot of her journey through multiple cancers, multiple surgeries, and all of those emotional moments that she went through. Such a good episode. I think the 4 of us, while we're recording, we did have a couple of tears here and there, but it was just such an emotional story hearing from Jackie, her working with Amanda, and Amanda using her amazing artistic skills to not only create an amazing areola tattoo for Jackie. That's not just what she gave her. She gave her such joy and confidence in our body again, and I think that is a gift that you cannot put a price on. And it was just so lovely to see their relationship, how they connected through everything, and just how amazing Jackie is doing now. And a lot of that is to do with what Amanda has been able to provide for her with her amazing artistic skills. So obviously it's a very touching, emotional episode, but there's plenty of laughs along the way. It wouldn't be a podcast episode with me and Angela if we didn't have a little bit of a giggle here and there. So grab yourself a cuppa as normal and enjoy our very first episode of season 3 with Amanda Patterson. You're listening to Geordie Pride, Voices from the Northeast. I'm Hayley, and alongside my cousin Angela, we're thrilled to bring you the stories that share the heart and soul of the northeast of England. Each episode, we'll dive into the lives of extraordinary Geordies and those who call the northeast home, exploring their journeys and celebrating their achievements. From the time to the teas, from the arts to the sports fields, we're here to share the tales of passion, resilience, and of course, Geordie Pride. So whether you're from Whitley Bay or Washington, Gateshead or Gisborough, or you're just fascinated by the spirit of the Northeast, join us as we natter with the best the Northeast has to offer. Hi Amanda, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us on. It's really, really nice.
So let's just dive straight in. Do you want to start by telling us a little bit about yourself, your background in the Northeast and where you're from?
Absolutely. So I'm actually based in Wallsend Town Hall, Chambers. At the moment, I'm specialising in Areola tattooing. I come from a realism art background. That's kind of where I've always, my heart and passion has been. And I entered into the tattooing industry later on in life with permanent makeup. Always wanted to be a tattoo artist, always. It just never happened when I was younger. Entered in as a permanent makeup artist, and then what I've done now is I've combined all of my skills from realism work into tattooing to try and help as many people as I can with areola tattooing.
Yeah, I've never heard of it until recently. And one of my friends, unfortunately, had been through an experience and she needed to get hers done. And she mentioned about it, and I'd never heard about it before until that point. So I think if you're not in that situation, you're not in that world, it's something that kind of goes under the radar a little bit. Like, how did you first hear about it?
Well, within my industry, when I entered into the permanent makeup industry, I knew that it was a possibility to train and get it in to do it then. But I also was aware that the NHS did do it and still do. So you can actually get it done on the NHS. And it's normally carried out by a breast care nurse at the end of your treatments. And it's slightly different when you come to someone who's tattooing in the skin a lot more and has a lot more experience. With hospital tattoos, they tend to be quite basic. So you'll get like your basic shape, a basic colour, and you'll get like a base colour for your areola, base colour for your nipple. But when you come to a tattoo artist or someone who's doing areola on a regular basis, we work a lot more with like the realism look and trying to make it look as real as possible, because those who've gone through the journey that they've already gone through, it's the confidence is affected. You know, most of us know somebody or a close friend or family who's been through this and will know that, you know, confidence and self-esteem is massively affected. So, you know, the surgeons do an incredible job. I mean, an incredible job. So for us to be able to kind of just, we just kind of add to that job that they do and just finish it all off beautifully.
I've actually seen it where, because my background is I've worked in lots of charities for cancer patients, shall we say, all different walks of life, and a lot of them that I've seen are the ladies who's had the full mastectomy. So they've either had, I've seen it where they've had like a full tattoo across their chest, just to like, because they've obviously got no breast tissue there, so they wanted to make it look aesthetically prettier, I'm guessing, and more confident that way. So I've seen it where they've had like a full chest tattoo done, and it's just really beautiful, really lovely done. And you can't really tell where they've obviously taken the breast tissue away and obviously the cancer and things. Is that something that you would want to do well, or do you just want to just stick to the areola and the nipple, or would you do the full
I
chest?
would
Or
do, so at the moment, Areola only, but I am starting to look into more realism tattooing in general. Again, just to be able to kind of deep delve into other parts of tattooing for if for example, if they don't want an areola tattooed, then they want something to kind of mark their journey, or they'll want something, you know, that's kind of that can stay with forever, that, you know, makes them feel good. It might not be an areola tattoo. You know, it might just be a normal tattoo that's working over scar tissue. And so that's what I'm starting to do now. Yeah.
Oh, fab. You know, when you started training, Amanda, do you have to like, I mean, I don't know if the tattooists do it these days, but is it like pig skin that you train on? Or is it just,
I mean,
is that like an old fashioned way now?
Do you know what? You kind of get mats. So I've got, don't know if you'll be able to see here, but
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to get in the camera. You've got like mats, so like we work on something like this.
Oh, wow.
So it's like it's a pretend skin, but I practice on real skin. I have friends that let us practice on their legs. I've got areolas on my legs.
Brilliant.
I've got, you know, at the top of my legs, because, you know, we need to practice on skin. You know, skin is very unpredictable. So it doesn't matter. Every single person that comes through my door is going to be different. Even if they've had a similar type of surgery, scar tissue is different. You know, the skin reacts different to the needles. So being on skin is the most important thing, to try and understand how that pigment is going to take in the skin, and the heel is the most important thing as well. So again, it's one of those things where I kind of like to what I'm trying to do is to educate a little bit more, to say, you know, we've got the medical expertise and they're amazing at what they do, but they're not that. We are artists, and we dedicate our life and time to this, and we're amazing at what we do. And to join those two forces together can give that person the ultimate, you know, confidence that they deserve after all the journey that they've had.
Do you find that when ladies do come for that tattoo, and do they kind of choose what colour they can go for, or do they want to kind of go for what they've had, or do they want to go for something different, or?
It does depend. So sometimes if I'm just doing one, then I'm matching
Oh, yeah.
the best I can. Obviously we do the best possible match that we can. If they come in for a double, then I'll talk a little bit about what they used to have, you know, because we have to work with their natural skin tone, you know, to make sure that it kind of fits in well with them, and I do try and keep it to what they may have had. If they come and speak to me before they go through surgery, we'll take photographs before surgery so that I can replicate it, because I can pretty much, you know, make it look very similar to what it has, because it's not just an areola. We have a nipple, we've got, you know, you've got your Montgomery glands, you've got your creases, and every areola looks so different. Some areolas have a lot of details, some don't. But if they come in, I just play a little bit and say, you know what, you design your own. You tell me what you want, you know, like let us know. They'll flick through some pictures of areolas and they'll go, oh, I like that one. Oh, I don't like that one. Oh, I like that colour. And, oh, you know, so kind of make it like it's a kind of design your own, just to
Like
make
a
it
catalogue.
fun for them as well, you know, because it's really exciting for them. Nervous, you know, I get a lot of people who are nervous, but it's really exciting.
Have you ever done men?
Breast cancer is becoming more in men as well. So yeah, men too. I don't just do breast cancer. Areola tattooing can be for gender-affirming surgery as well. Also, you know, those who've had breast uplifts, you know, you move the areola, so you have scar tissue around the areola. We can move in with pigment to make it more symmetrical, because you can lose pigment in your areola after an uplift. There's so many things that I can do. I do specialise a lot in those who've gone through breast surgery after cancer, but you know, you can, there's so much we can do with it.
Is it difficult kind of going over the scar tissue? Because I'm guessing it's like tougher, isn't it? Because I know when I massage over scar tissue to get rid of the adhesions and stuff, it can be quite tough.
Absolutely, and you could be working with many different types of scar tissue in that one area as well, depending on how it's healed. So scar tissue is unpredictable. So, you know, when I have a client, we'll chat through that. It could be multiple sessions. It might not just be one. Well, definitely never really one. It's multiple. And the scar tissue could soak that pigment up very fast, or it could take a few sessions to take. And again, until I'm on the scar tissue and I'm working with it, I can't really say exactly what's going to happen. It is it's a lengthy process. If I'm working with, say, where I'm creating the areola from scratch, normally I would say 2 to 3 sessions, but it could be more.
So, like, what is the general process? Like, how long from start to finish that it can take? I know you talked about it's definitely not one. You might need a few sessions, but from when someone first comes to see you, like, are you talking weeks or months? Like what's the process for people?
So after the consultation and once we figured out what we're going to do, we'll do session 1, and normally in that session again depends on the client. So if I've got a client who's really nervous, I will work on that, or I'll work on that skin probably as little as possible, because I need to kind of give them time to adjust to the new areola, especially if they haven't had anything there for a long time. Then you would wait 8 weeks for a heal. So you want the skin to be fully healed through, pigment to come back through as much as possible. Then we would do another session and assess again in 8 weeks. We don't want to really be in the skin a lot. So we want to try and keep it to as minimum sessions as we possibly can. So it's about 8 weeks in between each session.
I think it's amazing. It's what you can do, and just, you know, there's something as little as that. Well, it's big. I don't get a tattoo is big, but something as little as that on the body, how it can like transform women and men as well, I guess. But it's just, it must bring you so much joy for to like just do that, and ladies feel instantly kind of more confident in their bodies, which is obviously what you want. And it must just be just feeling lush that you can do that.
Yeah, like it's like job satisfaction, like no other. Like, and it's just nice, I think, especially because I can bring in some of the artistry. You know what I mean? So like for me, it's kind of like eventually I feel like I can give back from the everything that I've learned over the years. I can actually use all of this and give back. It's incredible. And you know, obviously, like depends on the client, but there's always tears. You know, there's a lot of tears, and I get close to my clients, you know, because they're with us for a good couple of hours, and we talk about all sorts and everything. You know, I can learn a lot about their life. Sometimes we can talk about the journey. Obviously, for the treatment, I have to know a certain amount about what's happened. But sometimes when I'm tattooing them, they don't want to speak about what they've been through. They want to kind of look forward, and you know, we can talk about all sorts. You know, we can talk about their family. They can talk about, you know, their partners. So you kind of like, you get quite attached to your client as well. And sometimes I think the clients come back just for banana. They're like, man, I don't really know if I need another session, but should I just pop in and see it?
That's what happens with me. Yeah, being a massage therapist, you always find that people just like navigate to you, don't they? And then they tell you all sorts, and you think, and each and every one of the people that come through the door, that just honestly, I'm probably speaking for myself, well, for you as well here, but each and every person that you meet, they've all got their story, and I take a little bit of that away, and you'll be the same, especially for what you do. And I just think it's amazing, Amanda. So, you know, I think it's brilliant what you do.
Yeah, it is fab, and it keeps you humble as well, though, because it keeps you, when you speak to those who've gone through, you know, to the moments where, you know, the worry of losing a life is massive, and you know, you find when they come through the door, they just have a different outlook. So when you're working with those people every day, it's quite an honor. Like, you're quite humble to the fact that, you know, we're dealing with these big problems, and it kind of keeps you grounded a little bit.
I know exactly what you mean.
So it's probably a good time for us to introduce a special guest as well, who's one of your clients, Amanda. So we'll just bring her into the chat. Her name is Jackie. So hi, Jackie.
Hello.
Hi, welcome. So do you want to tell us a little bit about how you came in touch with Amanda?
Yeah, so I've had a couple of breast cancers, double mastectomy, with 2 reconstructions. One's from my stomach, one's from my back muscle. I did have tattooing when I was through the NHS. However, it faded very, very quickly. So my first cancer was 2001. Second one was 2007. And I can't even remember when I had my tattooing, but not straight away. But it faded really quickly. I think they don't have the funding and they haven't got specialists like what Amanda does. So one of my friends actually told me that have I ever heard about, obviously, Amanda and her side of the business? And I didn't. So I contacted her, and I think I've seen you loads of times now. I'm one of the people who come and chat with her. She probably knows more about my life than anybody else.
Therapist as well.
Yeah, I feel so comfortable with her. And obviously, yeah, we go through the chats, and I think the first time you tattooed me, God, it was so emotional, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
When I looked in the mirror, and it was just like, wow.
We have that photo as well. We have the photo of Ivana
Yeah,
in the
and I
mirror
was so
smiling.
emotional. Honestly, I was just like, wow, I feel like a woman again, because obviously she 3D'd my tattoos, so they did actually look like nipples again, whereas with the NHS, it was just kind of like the outline. And yes, because I've got 2 different reconstructions, the one from my back muscle is a little bit more difficult, whereas the one from my stomach muscle was more cut out my stomach kind of like that and place it on. So there wasn't really much scar tissue where she needs to tattoo. But the other one, yeah, was muscle. So there was a lot of, I've had to go through a few different ones for that. But she's amazing. And, I feel amazing because of her. And yeah, I think we've become friends, really, haven't we?
We absolutely have.
Yeah, I tell her all my bloody problems and all about my relationships. And
That's great. I love it. I love check your piece coming. I need to know. I need to know what
So yeah, that's how I found out about Amanda. And yeah, she's amazing. And what they do is amazing. And I'll never be able to thank her enough for making me feel how I do. And I'm going to get upset now, but I'm
can you do it?
That's lovely. Can you tell me a little bit about, if it's not too emotional for you, but like how you felt like before? Because I've not been through it. I don't necessarily can understand or appreciate the emotions that you go through. Like, what was it like before you had Amanda come in to help you?
So I'm single, but obviously I want to mingle. And
we all do.
And I hope I'm not going to be...
just so great.
And I didn't have a lot of confidence in my body. I mean, I've got scars. Obviously, I've had 2 breast cancers. I've had a stomach cancer. So I'm kind of scarred with my breasts, my back where the muscle was taken, my stomach across where my stomach was taken for my reconstruction, and right down the middle from my chest down to my belly button because of my stomach cancer. So my confidence levels were pretty low about my body. Taking clothes off in front of people, men especially, the lights were off. I wouldn't, my confidence was rock bottom. And now I'll whop them out and whip them out as much as I want.
Proud.
And show them to whoever wants to see them. And
give them a shake.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so she's given me back my life. That's the way I can see it, really, my life, in that I feel... I'm obviously not as confident as I was before. I did have lovely boobs before I had my breast cancer. I was very proud of them. And then I went through... and then I went through all of this. And because I've got reconstructions that haven't got plastic implants in or anything like that, my boobs are very much... They're still jiggly and, they still feel pretty real to... I suppose anybody who wants to have a feel of them, really. But they're still very scarred, but I've got a lot more confidence now. I'll whip them out if anyone wants to see them.
Absolutely.
And why not, indeed?
Exactly. And I actually went topless for the first time after Amanda did, I think, my first session, wasn't it? I'm sure it was. And I went topless on the beach and I was like, my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, I would never have done that before. I don't do it very often because obviously I'm 56 now. So
just do it.
But yeah, totally different she's given me my life back, basically.
Oh,
that's
that's
what I can say
amazing.
about her. And I really appreciate what she's done for me.
Yeah. Angel.
She is.
I'm literally, I'm trying to like keep myself like this so that I don't go, you know, that I don't get upset.
You'll set what all off.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah.
10
That's the
minutes.
thing,
Set
though,
me
isn't
off,
it? They'll just
honestly.
like the TS roll, don't they? Like the do roll.
Yeah.
And I think it's because, you know, like it's such a, it's an area we don't talk about enough.
Yeah.
You know,
totally.
like we don't talk about it enough. And like you said, you didn't know that it was available because it's kind of that hushed, you know, shh, don't talk about this. It's, you know, I don't feel good, when really it doesn't need to be like that. You know, there's things that we can do to help that. We might never be able to get it exactly how it was, but we can do as much as we can to make it as amazing. We do also have a not-for-profit called North East Nipple Project, which would do as many areola tattoos as free of charge. And that's myself and Megan from Strictly Beauty in Durham. So we still do that. You know, for those who need to be added to that waiting list, we can do them free of charge as well. So it's just trying to, you know, it's just getting the awareness about that it's available, because most people do just go to the NHS. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that by doing that, sometimes I have been in a position where people have came to us and they've got more scar tissue. And it's quite serious. I've came back and they've had problems with heels. Their confidence is worse because of the way the tattoo is placed. Because you know, breast care nurses are incredible at what they do. You know, they see their patients from right all the way through all of their treatments, but at the end of the day, like tattooing someone's skin it's a profession, and it's important that it's done by someone who really understands what they're doing, just to be able to give that client what they deserve, you know.
And when you think about it as well, the two main things that, you know, you can't lose when you've got cancer is your hair, which is your femininity, and your breast as well, which again is your femininity, isn't it, really? So those two things together is just, you know, it's important for ladies, and why shouldn't we not talk about it and be proud and wear a bikini or get them out on the beach? Just do it.
Yes, and you know, I've tattooed eyebrows for those who, before they go for chemo, things like, you know, just because if they're going to lose their hair, then they want their eyebrows there still, so we can kind of mimic still the same shape and stuff. So there's so many things you can do with tattooing. It's not always just like a body art tattoo, you know. You can it's endless really what we can achieve for those who need it. Areola is just one of the things.
And Jackie, I'm guessing that you're really fitting well now.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yes, I am.
Good to hear that.
I wasn't able to have all of my chemo after my last cancer, but you know what? We agreed with the oncologist that I wasn't going to benefit from it because I was too poorly at the time. But you know what? That was 2019, and that's 6 years ago. So
there you go.
Yeah, here I am.
Fab. Well,
loving life and living life.
Living life, definitely.
And get your tits out when you need to get your tits out.
Absolutely. Whoever wants to see them, they can have a look.
I'm feeling really liberated. I'm having to stop just jiggling me on here.
You have the effect on us anyway. Like when she comes in, I love having her. She just lights the room up, don't you?
Oh, lovely.
The Perry, you've got lovely auras about you.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Can I ask, like, what it feels like? Because I have not, like, you're going to laugh at this, but I'm a woman who hasn't even got her ears pierced because I'm scared of like needles and stuff like that. Like, what does it just feel like a normal tattoo? Like, or is it extra sensitive, or?
It's extra sensitive for me. Yeah. I've got a couple of tattoos, but I've only just had them. I've had a bit of a midlife crisis. I think my daughter bought me one for a Christmas present, believe it or not, because we had a mother-daughter thing going on, and she was like, when are we going to get these tattoos? When are we going to get these tattoos? And I was like, oh, we will one day. And she presented this bloody voucher for me where the booking was made and done. And I was petrified, bearing in mind that Amanda had already tattooed my nipples, I don't know how many times, but I was petrified of having a tattoo, and actually it was fine. And then I decided to have another one in March before I went, because I've been away to work, and I have a faulty cancer gene. So, and the emblem is an elephant. So I decided to have an elephant, and it's a completely different experience to Amanda's. I don't mean for any minute that she hurts me, but because both of my breasts are so different. The one, I think, with my back muscle is harder, isn't it, Amanda, to get the tattoo in. That hurts a little bit more, but because me and her are chatting and talking rubbish for however long I'm there, it takes my mind off it, so I kind of switch off to it. But one is easier to handle than the other. That's all I can say when I have them both done. It's not like a normal tattoo. I think because I was scared the first time. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm coming in here to get 3D tattoos done. What the hell am I doing in that? But actually, you know, she does an amazing job. So the pain is just goes. It's like childbirth. The pain goes because you've got a beautiful result at the end.
And some people don't feel anything. I've got clients who fell asleep, and it just depends on the tissue that you're working on. You know, it's trauma. You know, there's a lot of trauma there. So, and sometimes there's no feeling at all. You can't feel anything. They probably can feel the vibration more than anything. And so everybody, again, it's just everyone's so different. And you know, that's kind of one of the things that we work on session one is how is it feeling? Can you feel that? On a scale of 1 to 10, where we're, you know, that's the kind of thing. So it's just everyone's so different.
And you know, you mentioned before about the free nipple tattoos and things like that for the forgetting the name of the title of it, but where do you find the funding for that? Have you got much funding that comes through to help with the payment of that? Or?
Not as much. We kind of just do our own little things. We self-fund, and we'll do like little fundraisers. We'll just do our free clinics, and we have like a free clinic day, and that's kind of where we're at the moment. We did win the Heart of the Community Award 2024 actually, so that was great. And just again, it spreads awareness. You know, the more that we talk about it, the more things that we, you know, that we do, it just spreads the awareness for it. But in terms of funding, no, it's kind of, and also individually just working with local charities to be able to go into there and to work with, you know, their community. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sure we could do some things together, I think, Amanda, because I would like to help, if that's all right. Yeah, I would love to help, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll have a chat about that another time.
Yeah, but it's just talking to people and just again letting everybody know that this really is a thing and it does exist. You know, like we can offer this, and it is I would say it's a skill set. It's an expertise. Is that the right way of saying it? But do you know what I mean? Like it's a profession. It's something that, you know, we've done a lot of. A niche, yeah.
And Jackie, I've just got to say, you ooze, just like you just look really, really healthy and happy, and you ooze confidence. And I'm so glad you're at the other end of it now.
Yeah.
You've got your new boobs.
It'll probably get me one day, to be fair, because of my faulty gene. So I'm under a team in Manchester now because we haven't got the funding in Newcastle, believe it or not, to look after me because of my gene, because it's a bit unusual. There's only about 500 of us in the UK. So I found a professor in Manchester who looks after me. So I go down there once a year. And because I'm getting looked after, it makes me feel so much better. So yeah, I am. Of course I'm confident.
Good.
Love my life.
It's amazing.
It is. It's amazing. I love stories like this. It's just because I've seen before, Jackie, I've kind of come from a background of like, through the years of working in charities with cancer patients and of all kind of literally from birth right the way through, of all ages, all different types of cancer, and unfortunately there is sad stories with it, but there's a hell of a lot of good stories as well, and you know, but yeah, no, you look brilliant.
Thank you.
I think it comes back to hope, doesn't it? It's like, that's why it's good to share these stories of positivity and stuff, because I think as soon as you hear that word, you automatically think the worst, don't you? Like my dad's, he's just had kidney cancer and he's had some operations and things. So it's like you hear that word and you think the worst immediately. So being able to share stories of hope and like that people can return back to who they were, and if not be more confident, then I just think, yeah, you've got to shout them loud and proud, haven't you? Because some people aren't as lucky, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I remember, so my sister's had breast cancer as well, even though she hasn't got the same gene, but for some reason she got breast cancer. And she lives in France, but she was living in Geneva at the time. And I went with her to one of her appointments, and it was actually her plastic surgeon. And we had a chat, and he was like, so what have you had done? So I told him, and he went, so have you had tattoos? And I went, yeah, do you want to have a look? He was like, okay, then go on. So off I obviously whipped off my top and took off my bra as I do. And he was like, oh my God, when did you have them done? And this was, God, I don't know, before obviously I met Amanda, a good few years ago, maybe 7 years ago or something. And he said, where did you have them done? And I said, oh, the NHS. And he was like, why haven't you got 3D? And I said, I didn't even know that was such a thing. And then obviously when I met Amanda, I'm dying to go back and show him my new ones now. Look at these, look what I've got. I've got the 3D ones. They look great.
I'm going to have to make me twice.
Yes. Obviously Geneva is the center of the medical world, isn't it? So they've got, everything and anything there, I think. And my sister was very lucky to have the healthcare that she had there and everything else. But yeah, I'm just dying to go back and see them. And say, here you go, look, please.
I've seen the photos on your Instagram page, Amanda, and they are just amazing. You bet you wouldn't know. Like, I'm looking at them as a woman, and I'm just like, I wouldn't be able to know that that's not just a normal natural nipple. It's like I wouldn't think it was a tattoo. They're just amazing.
You would never know. She's absolutely brilliant at what she does.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, when you did your first one, Amanda, well, you're not kind of thinking, ooh.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, again, it's like, I suppose it's like anything, isn't it? The first time you, and I was really nervous, but I was well trained, and I had also had experience in like permanent makeup first, and yeah, I mean, I wasn't nervous, but I was okay, I think. Yeah.
So was your leg
and I had done plenty on people's legs.
I was going to say, is your leg covered in nipples?
So if anybody wants a nipple on their leg, I can do a flat nipple do.
I'm telling you what, that's a good chat up line. Jackie, you might want to get one tattooed on your leg and say, look, do you want to see me third nipple?
No.
Yeah, but I was on holiday with my little girl, and I'm just like in the beginning of July, and I've got this one at the top of my thigh, and I was walking around and I had like my bathing and stuff on, and I could see people kind of like looking, and I was thinking, what they're looking at? And then I realised, I was like, oh, it's my nipple on my leg.
I didn't even know you had a nipple on your leg till today.
Yeah, got a nipple on my leg.
You lunatic.
Do you know what I would be inclined to do? Just be me and my sick mind. Get it pierced.
Don't tell her that, because she will.
That's a good idea.
I'm going to do it again. I'm going to top it up because it's faded a bit. I'm getting topped up, and then I just want to get or even like a pretendy one, just to send you the photo.
Tattoo a bull ring on it or something.
Bull ring. I could be a new Southern point, Do you want a ring with Amanda, what other permanent makeup stuff do you do apart from eyebrows?
Lips, eyebrows, I do SMP, scalp micropigmentation as well for hair loss. That's for like, you can do hair density for those who've got, hair thinning, or I'll do like an SMP shaved look for men. So you can create a new hairline for them as well.
Oh, wow.
And like I say, at the moment, looking at realism stuff, it just in general.
Yeah. Oh, fab. So would you never go and kind of do like how we would know tattooing, like
body tattooing? I mean, yeah, like I say, like I'm trying to transfer skills. So the way I look at it is kind of like once you have knowledge of like, and an art form, for example, realism, you've got your different mediums. So somebody might be a painter, somebody might use it. I use charcoal, somebody might use colour pencils, and that's kind of like oil painting, and that's the medium. But once you've got the knowledge, you've got the knowledge. It's just transferring the skills. So the way I look at tattooing is the medium. It's just learning and understanding the medium. And then once you can connect both of those skills together, you should be able to get the outcome. So at the moment, practicing a lot of realism on mats. Like, I mean, this is like, I don't know if you can see. So you like,
look at that.
Oh wow.
I can't. Eyes.
Amazing.
Wow.
And
So you did them, Amanda?
Yeah.
Wow.
So like, and so that would be it's similar to what I did with Areola. So I started on practice mats like this, and then I would transfer the skills to skin, and you know, because in the tattoo world, like, you know, you would be an apprentice. You know, you'll be an apprentice for years. That's how it would work. So it's kind of, you know, you've got to take it slowly. You've got to practice. You've got to learn. You know, then you have to get like models in and people. And I mean, people know that I'm not just gonna, you know, butcher them. You know, I have worked with needles and skin before. So again, it's just adding to that skill set, but also adding to the knowledge. I think the more you're in skin, the more you're working with different types of skin, the more, you know, the more knowledge you gain. So yeah, so it is something that I might. It just depends on time. You know, what time I've got spare, if I have any at all. Areola's where I would like to specialise though.
Yeah, I think that's where your heart lies.
Yeah, where my heart is. I feel like that's the calling.
You're so passionate about it as well, aren't you? So yeah.
Oh, I bet you've met some lovely people as well.
And incredible. Yeah, incredible. You know, Jackie's enabled me to, you know, have a lot more exposure as well, because we were able to go on the radio, you know, and it's just helped. You know, it has helped massive. But like I said before, it's understanding about that person, learning about their journey, what they've gone through. Like, there's no, like, inspiration wise, when you're dealing with women are men, or, you know, who've fought this and come out of the other end, like, you're inspired. Like, you leave every day like, wow, that's amazing.
Like I say, when I've seen the pictures of it, I'm just like gobsmacked how good it is. And then when you hear stories about Jackie as well, it's just so inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody that comes and says this are amazing. Like, you know, like, I really, like, everybody's so different. Like I say, their journeys, everything that they've gone through. You know, some have been through one surgery. You know, some have been through multiple surgeries. You know, sometimes I think I've had one lady, it's been like 9 years of surgeries, and like, it's you know, they're incredible, and it's nice to just be able to spend my days with, you know, incredible people. Like,
Oh, that's brilliant. Should we do some quick fire now, Angela?
Ooh,
I feel a bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Is this
Ooh.
We're going to have Jackie going to answer these ones as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. That
Bit of
sounds
fun.
good.
Hang on, I'll get me out.
You can go first, Angela. You can pick.
Oh, right. Let's have a think. Oh, I love this one. Ant or deck?
Hang on, I need to remember who's who.
Ant's the small one.
Yeah.
Ant for me.
Oh, controversial.
Next one is, what's your favourite Geordie saying or word?
For me, I think it's away, man, even though I'm Irish. I don't even sound like a Geordie when I say it, but away, man.
I think that was a very good rendition.
Okay, it should be, because I've lived here for over 35 years, so really I should kind of know the answer.
You can hear the Geordie in
and the Irish as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking about this. Probably why I, man. Why I?
Yeah, I like that one. I tend to say that because I live down in West Yorkshire now with my family, and we've been here 10 years, and my little girls had a little Geordie accent when we first came, and then they've slowly turned into a West Yorkshire accent, which I'm not best pleased about. So I keep saying all these Geordie sayings to them, and it's like always like, how way man, and way I, and I was like, oh, shut up. Yeah, they're at that age where they just roll their eyes at us, aren't they?
Oh, right. Next one. Oh, we'll always ask our guests this one. So, what is your go-to Greg's order?
For me, sausage roll, I think. I don't think there's anything better than a Greg's sausage roll.
That's not like a proper one, Jackie, or a vegan one?
Oh, no, a proper one.
Proper one. Good lass.
Good lass.
I think I'm going to go for a cheese pasty though, Jackie.
Ooh,
I
they're
think I'm
boring, man.
I know, I think I'm going to... I mean, I'm not going to lie, I do quite like a ham and cheese baguette.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
The Russian.
If I get a
I like
sandwich,
the
it's
crunch.
always the ham and cheese baguette. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
with some prawn cocktail crisps.
Oh,
I'm starving now.
you.
Oh, goodness, what is Greg's still open?
Yeah, well, it is in the town. They've got a 24-hour one, haven't they?
Yeah. They've got drive-throughs now, haven't they? There you go.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's where I'm heading after. Yeah.
Next one is your top spot to visit in the Northeast.
Ooh. You can go first, Amanda, on this one.
You know, lately at the minute is the Oosburn.
Oh, yeah.
Because I love like all of the different local small businesses, and it's just like there's just so much. It's quite a hidden little place.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would say like at the minute the Oosburn's got me.
Yeah, and the little farm.
The farm, exactly, for my little girl.
Yeah,
It's like a good little day out.
it is.
I've not been there in years.
Yeah, it's great.
Love it.
Great,
Yeah.
man.
Even going out there drinking, it's good, isn't it? It's like vibrant and loads
Yeah.
of different like genres and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Is that where you flash your boobs, Jackie?
I haven't yet.
Get.
Never.
Watch out, Jackie's coming.
There'll be loads of men waiting.
Probably.
That's it, Jackie. That's it, we're going out now.
Okay. I think my favourite place is St. Mary's Lighthouse.
Oh, yeah.
That's the kind of place that I kind of go to when I need some time away and just some. I love the sea. I'm a Cancerian, so I love the sea. And yeah, that's in COVID. I would get in the car and drive down there and just look out at the sea. And so I think that's probably my favourite place.
Oh, it is nice there.
Yeah. It's
Very
kind of
common.
surreal. Yeah, surreal and calm and love it.
Oh. And then the last one, I think. What does Geordie Pride mean to you in 3 words?
Ooh.
Woman's. Guess I need to think about this.
Can be quite difficult on this one.
Geordie.
Sorry, I was
You
going
go
to say.
first, Becky, just to give me some
I've got a few more seconds. I think loving. No, that's too many words. Did you say 3 words?
We'll let you off with another one if you want.
You can add extra if you want.
Loving life in Newcastle.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Awesome one as well. I don't even know if this is a phrase, but you know, I think it's home from home.
Yeah.
Is that a phrase?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Home. Because everybody's so friendly and everybody's just so like, you know, talks to each other, and it's like, you know, home from home.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Lovely. Yeah, I like those.
I know. And the one question I always ask people is,
oh, here we go again.
Jackie might not know, but you might have an Irish version of it, but I'll ask it anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what a cracket is?
A what?
A cracket.
Never heard of it in my life. I've heard of a racket, but not a cracket.
You've got the wrong audience here.
I think I have. You might have an Irish term for it.
No. Have you heard of it, Amanda?
No.
I don't think I did.
But you know, we've had a few people that knew what it was. Shall I tell you? Shall I put you out your misery?
Yes.
A cracket is a small seat what the pitmans used to sit on when they come home from the pit and be cold, and they would always just be next to the fire. You'll see them at Beamish. So a cracket is a little stool.
That's true.
So when you
Learn
sit on it, it
something
goes.
new every day.
That's why they call it a cracket.
Where you warm your arse.
Oh,
When you
well.
want to see your ass.
You see, well, I've learned something today. Every day is a learning day.
There
Yeah,
you go.
definitely.
Every day is a
We've all
learning day.
learned something today.
So when
Yeah.
we're on the, the 1-to-1, is it the 1-to-1? No, not 1-to-1. The 100 questions or something, and if it comes up on there, you'll know.
The
I will.
1% showed
My,
me.
1%
my
of
legal
that,
history is going to be all about crackers tonight.
You're going to be asking your clients now, aren't you? Do you know what a cracket is?
Tomorrow I'm going to be like, I've got a question for you. Do you know what a cracker is?
Yeah, honestly, you'll find out their age, mind.
That's a great way though, isn't it, of finding out someone's age? Instead of saying how old are you, do you know what a cracker is?
What a cracket is. The Pippins used to warm their arse on it on the fire. But you've got to make sure that you say it's a little stool, and when you sit on it, it sounds like a crack. That's why it's called a cracket.
That's amazing.
Ah,
Hilarious.
is that where
There
it
you
actually
go.
comes from?
I love it.
Well, there you
You
go.
can tell I'm from Ashton, can't you?
Mm.
Although I don't live there now.
You don't sound like you've got an Asian accent. Is
An
that how they
Asian
say it?
accent.
Asian.
Yeah. I can put a posh one on if I want.
Yeah, she lived in Morpeth for a while, so she's.
I did.
Oh, there you
I
go.
had to put it on for a little bit and talk like this.
Oh,
But yes, there you go. There's your little thing for tonight, cracket.
Absolutely. Going down that rabbit hole tonight.
Thank you. Thanks for that useless bit of information.
Yeah, you never use it.
Well,
You
you're
never
right.
know.
You're
You
right. The
never know.
1% club, you never know.
That could be the $1 million question. What's a
Exactly.
cracket?
So, Amanda, before we say goodbye, where can people follow you to see your wonderful work?
So I'm on all socials really. If you just search Amanda Jo Skin, you'll find us. I've got a website which is amandajo.co.uk. Not skin, Amanda Jo. So yes, I'm all over. If you just type in Amanda Jo Skin, you should find us fine.
Fabulous. And we'll put all the links in the show notes anyway.
Yeah.
So anything that you want to share.
Yeah, we've got Northeast Nipple Project as well. So that's just northeastnipples.co.uk. But again, if you type in Northeast Nipples, you should get us.
Could be a risky one. Maybe just be careful of what you click on.
Areola tattooing at the end.
Brilliant. Yeah, I'll add all the links in the comments. I'll add all the links into the show notes. People could just click straight through to find you. But thank you so much for spending an hour with us this evening, both you and Jackie. Thank you. It's been, as Angela said, I mean, just listening to it, it's just so inspiring, and knowing that you're doing such wonderful work. It's amazing. You should be so proud, and I'm so pleased that you're coming out the other end of it, Jackie, and you're obviously very vibrant and happy and confident, and a lot of that's to do with what Amanda's done.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, and it's been lovely to speak to you.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
As well.
Thanks for having us
Lovely.
on.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thanks so much for listening. If you've enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support Geordie Pride further, then don't forget to subscribe, share it with others, post about it on social media, or leave a rating and review. To catch all the latest from us, you can follow us on Instagram @Geordie Pride. Until next time, keep that Geordie Pride shining bright.